Good evening, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing again? Welcome back to My Voice, Our Agenda. Yes, another episode. It's been a while. Life is busy. Got a lot going on. But first, before I get started, I want to give thanks to my God for waking me up this morning. I want to give thanks to God for everything. Uh, I have nothing but blessings because of you. I believe in you and always have faith in you. Without you, I'm nothing. With you, I'm everything. Always give your thanks to your God, no matter what. Okay, now it's a lot going on in this world right now. This video is going to be one of many. I have to do some. I have a lot of catching up to do. But welcome back to My Voice, our agenda. My Voice, our agenda. I need to cook today. I need to cook. Yeah. Um, I don't know if you guys. I hope everybody's well out there. I hope everybody's well. The weather's been nice. Today is kind of chilly. Winter is fighting with spring right now, but spring is coming, baby. Spring is coming. But I hope everybody's well. And again, I want to thank everybody for supporting me on my YouTube channel and My Voice Our Agenda. Y'all make sure y'all share this video. Share this video. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Comment. Please comment. I would appreciate it if you please comment if you can. I'm open to criticism. I'm always trying to do better. So it's okay if you leave a negative comment, positive comment, comments of inspiration, ideas. I'm always open to that. My voice, our agenda. Um, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, today is a situation that happened a couple of weeks ago in Hartford, Connecticut. There was the police shooting. Unfortunately, a young man died a few days after the shooting, and it was very controversial uh, with this incident happened with this police officer. First, let me name uh, the victim, Stephen Jones of Hartford, Connecticut. Um, it was confirmed that he had some mental illness. He was going through some mental challenges in his life, and unfortunately, he, you know, was outside with a knife in his hand, and there were police that were called to the scene, and it didn't end up well for him. And you can look it up. Uh, Very unfortunate situation. Everything caught on video. Very, very graphic video. So be careful, be aware when you do watch the video. Um, it's very graphic. But to sum it up a little bit, I'm not going to get into all the details of what had happened, but to summarize it, he was uh, broad daylight, Blue Hills Avenue, Harvard, Connecticut. Um, there were three officers on the scene trying to de-escalate the situation, and here comes Officer Joseph Magnano. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he's the shooting officer, the one that shot Stephen Jones. Um, and I know it's a lot of times, you hear police officers say you have a split second to make a decision. Um, but with this specific situation and incident, caught on many camera angles, also on his um, body cam, it was also caught on there. A lot of people, including myself, figure it could have been handled a lot differently. Maybe would have saved his life. I don't know. But I do know that Joseph McDaniel have been officially put on paid administrative leave um, with the the inspector general office, after reviewing the situation and reviewing the case, the video, he had ruled that shooting a homicide, which is very, 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 very important to know if you are familiar with the shooting all around the country, especially against black people. They usually get away with this. I'm not saying that he will get away with it. Or what I will say is that that's a positive outcome so far. It's a good beginning that that shooting was ruled a homicide and not justified at that moment. Although we still have to go through due process. He hasn't been formally charged yet. Officer Joseph McDaniel has not been officially charged with the murder of Stephen Jones. But there's a lot of talk about this case, how things that could have been done to avoid his death, Stephen Stephen Jones' death, um, and most notably is the fact that he had mental issues, and from my understanding, um, the dispatch was notified. The dispatch did notify the police officers uh, after the other officers had dispatched in to notify the police department what they were dealing with. So when Joseph McDaniel pulled up, he was the last one. He was the last one on the scene, and that's important to look at that case. He was the last one on the scene, but he was the first one to pull the trigger. And and I'm quite sure he heard on the radio that they were dealing with a situation where the young man had mental issues. Did he have a knife? Yes. Was he walking towards the officer? Yes. Was he aggressive? No. And I think that's the problem. But the biggest issue is the officer fired 9 times at close range. That's murder. And, I don't care what color you are, uh, what your background is, that's considered murder. Now, it's considered murder to us. But we all know, living in the inner city, when there's a police shooting, it always end up uh, with an acquittal or no charges filed at all. And that's the major concern that we're dealing with right now. Born and raised in Hartford, and there's been numerous shootings, police shootings, where a lot of these officers are going back home to their families, going back to their jobs, and not being charged with homicides or murder of individuals that didn't have a weapon. Um, so we are very skeptical, but we hope we get justice, and I think the best thing that's happening right now, to make sure I get this right, uh, we have a very prominent everybody around the world, especially here in America. He has been in many, many, many high profile cases, such as this one, Trayvon Martin, a lot of cases, Sonia Massey, uh, the list go on and on and on. And we talking about Benjamin Crump, a black lawyer, civil rights lawyer, prominent. He's representing the family of Stephen Jones. And I think that brings a lot of hope. That brings a lot of optimism. And we're looking forward to see what happens. Um, and I'm happy he's made the decision to take on this case because we don't need another officer getting off free for murdering another black man, another black person here in America. We need justice. We need, and you know, you have to look at it for what it is. You know, if there was a white person, would he have fired 9 times? Would he have been so quick to jump out the car and have his gun drawn immediately, speaking in a high volume voice with the aggressiveness that had Stephen Jones started to walk towards him because right before he did pull up, there were 3 officers surrounding him, and I may be wrong or I may be right. It just seemed like he was a little bit more calm until Officer McDonald pulled up and kind of got his attention in an aggressive way. And the result was he was unalived by Officer Joseph McDonald. So I just want to give you uh, my opinion on it. And I think that, this is why we teach our kids and we have to be careful how we interact with the police officers. But in a lot of cases, it doesn't matter if you do follow, the rules and follow the commands of officers. Put your hands up, walk slow, fall to your knees, no weapon, anything like that. Follow the command, because everybody wants to leave out the house and make it back home safe in one piece, make it back home alive. But we got to teach our kids. We got to, grown people have to um, know how to interact with the police officers. It's just very unsafe out there. Um, and this is one of these cases where it's very sad. I feel bad for the family. Rest in peace. My condolences go out to the family. That's the first thing I should have said. But my condolences go out to the family. And I hope you guys get justice. Uh, Ben Crump is a beast, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a prominent civil rights lawyer. And everybody's hoping that he can get the job done. And I'll be following this case uh, and giving you updates as the case go forward. But again, I just want to talk about that case. It's very sad, and we just got to be careful out here. So y'all make sure you hit that like button, share this video, like, subscribe. My voice, our agenda. I hope everybody is well. I'm not done. I'll be back. Remember, integrity is everything. Either you have it or you don't. That means so much to understand to have integrity. No matter what you're going through life, you don't sell out for nothing. You don't sell out for nothing. Before I go, I want to give my support. Stand up. I want to give my support to Iran. MIGA. Y'all know what that means? Make Iran great again. Yeah, I made sure I got this. It may be unpopular when I wore that work, but it is what it is. Big shout out to Iran, man. Straight up. Big shout out to Iran. 172, 168 children blown up in school. Unacceptable. We don't want war. But unfortunately, we have a president that's leading us that way. But I'm not going to get into that. My voice, our agenda. Y'all make sure y'all have a good day. All right. God bless y'all. One.